As of recording of this video, March 2026, the cause of the downtrend in the market is primarily due to this major conflict between the US, Israel, and Iran. Hey, welcome back, guys. I know it's been a little bit, about 3 months since my last upload. I doubt anyone was waiting for me, but here I am nonetheless. I just took a bit of a break because I was dealing with a few personal issues, but hopefully those are resolved now and we can get back into this. From a trading perspective, people are very worried about, the volatility this entire conflict is causing, the closure of the Strait of Hormuz, which is not allowing any oil to leave straight from any of the Gulf countries. So actually oil prices have hit over $100 per barrel and people are panicking. You turn on the news, there's so much fear mongering going on. People don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, a week from now. Nobody knows. And because of that, the major question is is this a buying opportunity or is this a selling opportunity? My personal belief is that this is actually a buying opportunity. If you look at some of the historical examples that have taken place over the years, I believe that history, it might not be the exact same, but it does tend to rhyme. So it might not be the exact same, but it'll have very similar characteristics. And we can kind of look at that for a little bit of comfort and, knowledge of what we can expect to happen next. Back in March of 2003, when the Iraq War happened, leading up to the Iraq War, there was so much uncertainty, so much volatility in the market, similar to what's going on today. The oil prices had skyrocketed for that time. And then also, the market was completely selling off. But what ended up happening was once there was a little bit of certainty that the markets could at least hold on to, oil prices plummeted back down and the market actually recovered. And I know at the end of 2003, the market actually closed green and it was over 20% compounded for that year. I do know what you're probably thinking right now, that this isn't a very comparable conflict to what's going on right now. The biggest thing happening right now that's at least economically affecting everybody is the closure of the Strait of Hormuz. I believe that there is another conflict that we can actually reference that happened back in the 1980s called the Tanker War. What happened during the Tanker War and why is it relevant? Well, during the Tanker War, hundreds of tanker ships that were trying to cross the Strait of Hormuz were attacked. And essentially, similar to current day, oil prices skyrocketed and people were in panic all over the world. What actually ended up happening as a result of this? One of the things that happened was the world actually adapted to the closure of the Strait of Hormuz. They knew that this strait was closed, so they found workarounds, like humans always do. And additionally, the US Navy provided protection for a lot of these tankers that were trying to cross the strait. And eventually there was a ceasefire that was signed. And because of the ceasefire, oil was able to freely flow through the strait. So with all that in mind, I believe that once the first couple of tankers start crossing the strait, the oil prices will drop back down. I don't think they're going to remain at $100 a barrel. Going to come back down, and then I think the market is going to see a very quick recovery. Throughout my entire trading career, I've never been one to trade headlines. Whenever I tried that, it's never went well for me. So I'm going to stick to what I know is best, which is independently doing my own research, coming to my own conclusions, and seeing if there's any historical precedents of what's happened before, and if I think it's similar, and if I think it will happen again. But all of this is just my opinion, So right now I am a buyer, but I want to see what you guys think. Do you guys think some of the historical examples I'm using are relevant? Do you think there is something else I'm missing that's different about this event versus some of the previous events? And yeah, just in general, whatever your thoughts are, please let me know. And remember to stay safe out there and keep drinking your water. Thanks, guys.